In this lesson, I will show you how I build my listing. I'll show you my listing building strategy that I've been developing for years and that has been working wonders for me. Also how to choose the keywords, what types of keywords, where to put them, etc. And we'll also look at a listing building example. So here's my strategy for building my listing. In terms of the brand, I use secondary, short and long tail keywords in the brand name as well as high traffic keywords such as funny, gifts, apparel or clothing, etc. In the title, I use the designs quote or the focus keyword, which is the most important keyword. In this case, don't stop retrieving. I also use the niche, golden retriever, and the target audience. For example, men, women, boys, girls, golden retriever dad, golden retriever mom, golden retriever lovers, etc. And then I add a few related keywords to it. For example, funny, gifts, etc. You can also add holidays or events if it's targeted towards those, like Easter, Cinco de Mayo, etc. In terms of keywords, I use the most important keywords like short tail and long tail keywords in the title, with the super important ones in the beginning. Always use your keywords according to their importance. No need to use comma, hyphen or dot in the title as they don't count, and don't use the product name such as t-shirt because Amazon appends it automatically. You may want to use T as a variation if the only product you're uploading to is t-shirt, in order to avoid creating confusion for Amazon customers and potentially getting in trouble with Amazon for incorrect product descriptions. Don't use the word T in the title if you're uploading to other products in addition to the t-shirt, because all products share the same metadata and it would make good sense to have the keyword T on a phone case title, for instance. In the bullets, I think about who's the product for, what are their interests, how will it benefit them, where will they wear it, celebrations or holidays when they might wear it. I tell a short story, why they need to get it and how it will benefit them. I show them the value they will get by getting the design and make sure I create an emotional connection through storytelling. In terms of keyword selection, here we want to put other less important keywords from long tail, short tail, primary, secondary, related and high traffic keywords. We can also use other popular quotes in the same niche, such as life is golden, in a sentence that fits well in our bullets to give our design the best chance of being found if customers type that particular quote. In the description box is optional for merch by Amazon. It's not a ranking factor for Amazon, but it's very important for Google SEO. Bear that in mind. This is because Google crawls Amazon pages for metadata and uses a description to rank products on Google. So if your description has relevant keywords for Google, then your design will actually start ranking on Google pages and people can find it when they perform a Google search. You can copy and paste your bullets as in the description, and make sure you include some keywords from Google Keyword Planner, just like I showed you, or Ubersuggest. This is to help you rank high on Google search pages. Also add a call to action like add to cart, buy, purchase, get this today, etc. And invite them to click on your brand name to see alternative designs, styles, colors, and the same design on other products. This should help with multiple purchase orders and ultimately a higher average order value. This is if you want to get more sales out of one person, which is exactly what you want to do, right? So what is my keyword collection process? So I open a text edit or notepad and start typing all the different types of keywords that I find from all the sources that I use. I think of potential related and general high traffic keywords that a customer might type to find their product. I narrow down my keyword choice by profitability and search volume. I validate the keywords. How do I validate them? I put them on Amazon search and see what sort of results I get. If I get good BSRs from there, that means the keywords are pretty good. So my keywords have to have low competition and high demand, which is pretty rare. Unless it's a brand new niche or brand new trend, then this might be possible, but generally it's pretty rare. I go for high competition and high demand keywords because generally speaking, when a keyword is profitable, it will have high competition by default. How do I know a keyword is profitable? Like I said, I put it on a search, and if it brings back results that generally have a low BSR in the first page, less than 400k, then it's something that I can work with. So how do I structure my keywords? Well, I don't repeat keywords because Amazon shows you a listing when a customer types a keyword string, as long as the keywords in that string of keywords are present in either your brand, title or bullets. Your ranking search results may vary depending on how close the match is and how strongly your listing ranks for these keywords, which also depends on how many sales were generated from these keywords and how strong your listing sales history is from these keywords, etc. However, there's a trick I use to make sure that my listing is optimized to the max. I repeat my focus keyword, in this case don't stop retrieving, in my brand, title and bullets. And this is the only exception. Only repeat your focus keyword that you want to rank for. Maybe it is the design quote or whatever it is in the brand, title, and bullets, and the description if you want. I have found that with this method, I rank listings higher compared to other methods. And this is without taking into consideration sales history and stuff like that. This is, bear in mind, it's a brand new listing, it's never sold. With this method, it ranks higher than other methods. I use different types of keywords and formulate sentences that make sense and that speak to humans, which also entice customers to buy. So I make sure I include storytelling and call to action in my listing. So we've just looked at my listing building strategy. Now let's look at this example. As I mentioned to you before, I open a text edit or a notepad document and I select my keywords from different sources and I categorize them based on their different types, like short tail keywords, long tail keywords, primary, secondary, related keywords, general keywords, etc. All these keywords that you can see here, I've extracted them from the different sources that I showed you in the previous video. And then I use them to formulate my listing using the strategy that I've just shown you. So for the brand name, I put funny golden retriever, don't stop retrieving gifts. It's really packed with keywords and I used mainly the main keywords. Personally, I would advise against building a brand on Amazon. So don't even think about using one brand name for all of your designs. People are going to steal all your designs because you're going to make it so easy for them that way. But instead, I'd advise you to use the main keywords in a niche in your brand and maybe add gifts in the end, or store, or apparel, or clothing, or whatever. In the title, I put don't stop retrieving, which is the name of my niche and the quote in my design. Golden retriever, which is the niche. Dog, obviously the main niche. 70s, another keyword that I want to target, and retro and vintage. So as you can see, a combination of different types of keywords, ranging from the most important keywords in the beginning to some other related keywords. And in bullet number 1, I put, are you a golden retriever dog breed lover or owner? Are you looking for Father's Day, Mother's Day, or Christmas gifts for a dog father, dog dad, or dog mum? I've managed to squeeze in so many keywords right here. Add this don't stop retrieving sunset tea to your puppy accessories or training kit purchase today. As you can see, I put tea in the main bullet points. This way we don't create confusion because we don't want to put it in the title. But I think in the bullet points is fine because we want to use it as another high traffic keyword. Bullet 2, feel proud when taking your dog for grooming, regular walks, or during casual coffee with friends. This 60s design will inspire some people to consider golden retriever adoption or rescue. Grab it for your boys or girls if you have kids and make their day. As you can see, the listing is full of keywords. Some of them are long tail, some of them are primary, some of them are secondary, some of them are short tail keywords. And you know what? If a customer types a long tail keyword string that you may not have, but it contains all of these keywords that you have, Amazon will still show your listing. It's just the way it works. But what we have not done here is keyword stuffing. We've made sure that all of the keywords that we put them in sentences that are legible, that you can read, not like keyword comma. We don't want to do that. Granted, this is not perfect, but to me, it's more than average. For me, to be honest with you, the main thing is not how amazing it reads. No, it's the balance between how many keywords that listing contains versus does it actually make sense when I read it. So if the balance is good, then it's all fine. And for me, in my opinion, I've got a good balance here. The other thing you don't want to do, you don't want to create an amazing listing that reads really, really well, but it barely has 2 or 3 keywords. It's just not efficient that way. So in the description, I put bullet points 1 and 2 together. This way, hopefully we can rank on Google because they're packed with keywords. And I have some good call to action here. I put, we would love for you to check out our wide selection of trendy golden retriever designs, products, and colors by clicking on our brand name. This way we can get multiple orders and ultimately increase our average order value. So I've tried to include as many keywords as possible in this listing for a better chance of ranking, but grammar isn't going to be amazing when you try to put as many keywords as I did. It's true. At least it sounds better than an average listing from my humble experience. It doesn't feel like keyword stuffing, which is good because all of the keywords that I've used are relevant. Don't do keyword stuffing where you just put a bunch of keywords, relevant or irrelevant, just to rank. You most likely will not rank because the algorithm will have a hard time trying to understand who you're trying to target, and you may get in trouble with Amazon for keyword stuffing, which is against their policy. I haven't managed to use all the keywords that I had in the list, but it was physically impossible since we were limited by the character limit in the bullets. But this is more than enough to generate some traffic. So with that said, I'm going to copy what I wrote and put it right here. First brand, and then the title, and then bullet 1, and then bullet 2, and then my description. In terms of other markets, guys, I'd suggest you translate your listing to the local market's language. And this is exactly what Amazon tells us. It says localized translations for each marketplace are the most successful. And the best machine translator that I've found that works really well with higher accuracy than Google Translate is DeepL. You simply copy the text that you want to translate and put it in DeepL, and it will generate it in German or whichever language you choose. And do the same process for all the languages. Just make sure that if your quote is in English or you want to focus on a particular keyword keyword in English, make sure you include it in your listing in English, even if it's in one of the overseas marketplaces.